What's good with you? We back at it again with another 2K build. Today we're going to be taking a look at the two-way mid-range high flyer. This build here, I'm going to say this build is going to be for those who like the 6'6 point guard, the taller point guards. You don't want to run the 6'7, you don't want to go small with the 6'4 to 6'5 or the 6'3. But you also don't want to run the 2. Probably for like a real fun build, just to have some fun. You know, it can slot in for a team, a taller team. Just all around good choice. So let's go ahead and get in it. So what you're going to want to do, of course, you pick your position point, height 6'6", weight 195, wingspan 6'10". I went with the 6'10 because you're going to be able to get the 92 mid-range. You're still going to get the 87 3-point. And then you're also going to get the potential for the 99 driving dunk. Although you're probably not going to get it. Most likely not going to, because you're going to be limited, of course, with the badges in the build. But the potential is there, you know, just to have it. You're going to have the potential for the 99 steal, 99 perimeter. And then, of course, with this build, you're going to have the 86 speed with ball. And then you got the potential for the 93 ball handle. So let's go ahead and get into it. All right, I went with the 74 close shot, the 80 driving layup, the 88 driving dunk, which here you're going to have pretty good, decent badges for your driving dunk. And you're also going to have a good dunk package overall. Pretty solid dunking with the 88 driving dunk, but the potential is cap breaking it all the way to the 93, so you get the gold posterizer, and of course you want to have the 80 vert to be able to have the potential for that badge. But that's going to be like the focus, I guess you could say, for this build, to have that 83 driving dunk or the 88 driving dunk to get that gold posterizer for the 93. Of course you want to go the 40 standard dunk to get the one hand or two-handed standard dunk animations. And then we got the 41 post control. We got the 89 mid-range shot, so you're still going to be lethal from the mid-range. You got the gold set shot specialist. You're going to have silver shifty shooter, silver dead eye, which of course with your max plus ones, your max plus twos, you'll be able to boost those up. You can either get dead eye on gold, shifty shooter on gold, or you could break it. You can max plus one it or max plus two it up to gold, Hall of Fame, legend, depending on which route you go with your specializations, your cap breakers, and your max plus ones, max plus twos. Now I went with the 78 3-point shot, but with the caveat in mind, cap breaking it all the way to the 83 for the bronze limitless. So that's going to be a big thing there too, just depending on what your cap breakers are looking like and what direction you decide to go. But like I always say with all my builds, you want to run with the build. If you see the template that I'm giving you here, you want to run with the build that's really ultimately going to be yours. So this is just kind of a template of how I like to play. Take the build, modify things, add some points here, subtract here, and make it your own. But this is just a good idea of what I look for in a build that I would create to go this route. You got the 70 free throw, the 85 pass accuracy, because you point guards out there, you need to have passing on your build. Stop playing out here with no passing on your build. I see some of you out here with some low pass accuracy. That ain't cool, man. If you're running the point, you need to have good pass accuracy. And this year too, the higher pass accuracy is, the faster your passes are. I'm noticing that the less they're getting stolen in the lanes. Just the overall better idea. If you're going to be running a point with the ball in your hand most of the time, the main ball handler, you're going to want to have the high pass accuracy. And plus you get good animations too. So the higher your pass accuracy, you're getting better pass animations and all that type of stuff. So just do it, man. Just do it. You got the 85 ball handle. Now, the meta quote unquote, air quotes, is the 86. But for the dribble moves that I'm noticing, some of the best dribble moves are still around that 80 to 85 range. And depending on what you want to go with, I would say that's a good range. You can get the 86 for the ankle assassin on silver, but again, I don't understand the huge fascination with just dribbling all day long and, wasting your stamina, causing timeouts with the clock or the shot clock, and just it doesn't make sense, man. Just yeah, like just go with the easy ball handle. Get in, get out. Get yourself open, create your own shot, get to the basket. Just or create an open shot, open three, whatever you want to do. 85 is plenty for that. So it's perfect. You got the silver handles for days. You still got along with the 60 strength. You still got the silver or strong handle on bronze. So you got good dribbling to be able to create your own shot. Got the 86 speed with ball. That's going to give you gold, lightning, launch. Perfect. You can cap break that, or not cap break. I'm sorry. You can max +1. You can get the Hall of Fame, which you don't really get much of a boost from gold to Hall of Fame. But if you max +2 it to lightning, launch, legend, you're gonna see a huge boost. It's crazy. The boost is crazy from gold to legend. So yeah, that's a good idea to run with on that one. And you're still gonna have some defense on this build too. You're gonna have the 85 perimeter defense. You're gonna get the silver pick dodger. You're gonna get the silver on ball. You're gonna get the silver challenger. So you're still gonna be able to play good defense. You're still gonna have good steals. You're gonna have the bronze glove, the silver interceptor, which you still can max +1 or max +2 to get the gold interceptor or even the Hall of Fame interceptor. Lane steals are probably going to be your better choice because on-ball plucks aren't as good this year. So really realistically, I think you probably want to play better for lane steals. You get the 68 block, so you're not going to be a liability on defense trying to block your defender. And that helps out with your closeouts too. So that helps out with your perimeter defense. You got the 86 speed, so you're going to have some speed. Be able to get around defenders. Slippery off ball on gold. Get yourself open on the off ball. 80 agility, so you can keep up with defenders still. And then 60 strength. So 60 strength, last year I was going 73 strength on my builds, but this year it's kind of hard to get without having to sacrifice quite a bit. So this year I'm going to 60 strength, and it's pretty good because you can still get the strong handle on bronze along with the ball handle up to 85, and then you're still getting physical finisher on bronze. With mostly that's really gonna help you with your layups. So if you're not dunk metering or you're not getting open dunks, you'll still have some help with your layups, at least getting into the lanes. And then the 80 vert, which is of course gonna help with the posterizer. Really anticipating going for the 93 to get the gold posterizer. You're going to want to have that 80 vert, of course, to be able to get that. And then also, too, you get quite a few dunk animations to go along with that, too. With your dunk package, with your driving dunk being at 88 currently, and then pushing it up to the 93. So overall, pretty good build, I would personally say. But again, like I said, always make it your own. Take the template here, add some points where you want to add it in, subtract some points where you feel like you need to subtract. But this is a good basis or a good template just to kind of start yourself off to have a good, pretty well-rounded point overall, in my opinion. You got good shooting. You can shoot from the three. You can shoot great from the mid-range. You got great finishing. You can even finish in close with the close shot. You get standing dunk animations. No post control for real, but again, depending on how you play, that may not really matter to you. Great ball handling. Of course, you can be the main ball handler here. You're going to have the silver unpluckable. You can max +1 or max +2 that up to gold or as high as Hall of Fame, of course. Or, again, you can cap break and get higher ball handle. I can't remember the exact threshold. Let me actually even check that out to see what the threshold is for that. I think it is, let's take a look. Okay, so the 92 ball handle. So if you push that, even with 5 cap breakers, you probably won't get to, you're not going to get to the 92. But still, at least silver is still minimum you want to have for sure. Like, especially if you're going to be the ball handler. Of course, you probably want a maximum of like gold, but you can work with it. Like, if you're a pretty good dribbler, you know what you're doing. And those of you who know, you know. But you still got good defense. You're going to be a force on defense. You're not going to be a liability. You're not going to have to sit in the corner, whether you're running park, running rec. You can actually ball up and defend your defender. Not good interior, so you're not going to want to worry about that. But decent blocking if somebody gets past you. No rebounding, so don't even try to rebound. Just don't. And then good physicals. So let's go ahead and finish it out and see what this build comes out to be. So like I said before, it comes out to be the two-way mid-range high flyer, which is a fantastic point guard build. You got shades of Baron Davis, Steve Francis, Gilbert Arenas, which in my opinion are three fantastic point guards. Three good point guards to follow after to have a build shade of fantastic. Your top attributes: mid-range shot A minus, driving dunk A minus, speed with ball B plus. Great. Strengths: elbow jumper stays on lock, relentless downhill dunker, elite top end speed, elite speed in transition. Weaknesses: no weaknesses to report. That's fantastic, bro. No weaknesses to report on this build. Even though it doesn't have much rebounding, you're not gonna have to worry about that. But yeah, no weaknesses. Go-to badges: your gold set shot, your gold lightning launch, your gold versatile visionary, which is gonna help with these passing lanes. So yeah, pay attention to that. And yeah, man. So I mean, I think it's a good build. Actually personally been playing with this build myself, my own personal build of it, and I like it. It's a good point guard build. I can run the one, I can run the two, I can play off ball, I can run the offense, I can do what I need, or I can do what I want to do with this build all around. The only thing I don't worry about with this build is rebounding, of course. I can shoot the three, I can get in, I can shoot the mid, I can get in and dunk meter. I've been dunking on 7-footers, I've been dunking on smaller defenders. It doesn't really doesn't matter. So yeah, check the build out. Take it, make it your own. That's the biggest thing, of course. You know, take the template, make it your own. But yeah, I think it got a good one here. But yeah, that's going to be it for this one. Of course, as always, like the video, subscribe to the channel, share the video, comment things that you would change in the comment section of with this build. And what do you think how do you think this build is going to work out for you guys? Or what would you change for the build also too? Let me know in the comment section. Of course, you can find me always on Twitch. You can find me on Kick. You can find me on Twitch at @LavaPone_. And you can find that name in the page section. You can find me on Kick at Volpone D Volpe. Of course, you can find that in the page section too. But yeah, like, comment, subscribe, share the video, like the video, send it out to your peoples. All right, take it easy, y'all.